Hi, everyone. Well, this has proven to be an interesting time that we're living in right now. Just a couple of weeks ago, you were speeding around town with your kids going to school, going to sports, going to church, and you were doing so many things. You were so busy, you had no time to slow down. I bet most of the things that you were doing were actually away from your house. You weren't spending much time at home except maybe to eat and sleep. Well, things are a bit different right now. We're forced to slow down. We're forced to be at home and even to spend time with the ones that we love the most. Speaking of speeding around town, how many times do you find yourself looking down at the speedometer when you're driving? I know that I do that often when I'm driving. Speedometers have come a long way as the automotive industry evolves. Generally, the speedometer is right behind the steering wheel. Speedometers are different in every car as far as the looks go, but they all inform us of how fast we're traveling on the road. It's almost impossible for us to know how fast we're going without a speedometer. We depend on it. When we are driving, it helps us to obey the laws and to keep safe. Now, you've noticed the signs like dangerous curves ahead with the sign 35 miles per hour. The speedometer helps us to know how fast we're going so as not to outdrive dangerous places on the road. Sometimes we live our life way too fast. Maybe you need somebody in your life that can help you with this and help you slow down. Maybe you have an accountability partner. With the COVID-19 in front of us, it has forced many of us to slow down, to put the brakes on in our life. We can be sure of this, that God has a plan for all of us. Only God knows how fast or slow our life needs to go. God reveals to us what we need to know and when we need to know it. He may not have revealed it to you yet, but He has a plan, and this plan happens in His time. So be encouraged with what Solomon says in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 11. He has made everything beautiful in His time. I remember a childhood song that went like this. It took Him just a week to make the moon and the stars, the sun and the earth and Jupiter and Mars, but He's still working on me. He's made everything beautiful in His time, but yet God is still working on us, helping us to become more like Him. We could get rather discouraged traveling through life and at the speed that we think is appropriate, doing the good that we know to do, and yet not seeing many results. It can be very challenging to us spiritually when we do not see the results of the good things that we do. The thing is the timing issue, though, that we need to give God control of. Paul says in Galatians 6, 9-10, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Therefore, as we have opportunity, let us do good to all people, especially to those who belong to the family of believers." You see, God knows the speed at which we need things to happen in our life. We're given time now to do good to the people in this slowdown. We get to do that. How will you use your time? I also remember growing up singing a song by Maranatha Music called "In His Time," and the words go like this. In His time, He makes all things beautiful in His time. Lord, please show me every day as You're teaching me Your way that You do just what You say in Your time. In Your time, in Your time, You make all things beautiful in Your time. Lord, my life to You I bring. May each song I have to sing be to You a lovely thing in Your time. I think my favorite part of that song is toward the end where it says, Lord, my life to You I bring. May each song I have to sing be to You a lovely thing in Your time. How fast is your life moving? Were you going too fast? Now you have an opportunity to slow down. Are you trying to accomplish as much as you can in your lifetime? How about trying to accomplish as much as God wants you to in your lifetime? Say to God, Lord, my life to You I bring. May each song I have to sing be to You a lovely thing in Your time. During this pause in your life, are you trying to move at your speed, or are you willing to let God control the speed of your life? Give some time to these questions. Think about them as you travel about your day. Remember, though, to keep your eye on that speedometer if you do get it out on the road. No speeding. Live life at God's speed today. And here's a prayer for you. Pray, God, help me know that Your timing is best for my life. May I travel at Your speed and remember that You are in control.